And we are live. Lord Cognito, IronLordPodcast, lordsofgaming.net. And who is this fine gentleman we have in the room?
I'm Dimitri, we're with Hard Media, and we're making an RTS game that'll blow your socks off.
Oh, we talking that talk. That's what I want to hear. RTS strategy. Now, mind you, I am the turn-based Lord, but Lord Chris is our RTS connoisseur. So let's get an idea of, again, this game, Sanctuary, Shattered Sun. Just give us some gameplay, some background.
So,
what's going on here?
If you guys have ever heard of Supreme Commander, that game, we talked to Chris Taylor. He made that game, and he described this.
You know, any questions here about Sanctuary, Shattered Sun?
So, definitely more of a StarCraft influence in the design I'm seeing more than anything else. My main question is like the scalability of that. What was the goal with that? Like being able to zoom that far out and everything else, is that like how big can that scale?
How big can you go?
I'm interested.
So what we're aiming for is up to 8 players on a map at the same time, and each guy gets up to 1,000 units. And you know, that's just like we can go higher than that actually in the engine. We made this thing run, and like this is what you're seeing here. Like it looks pretty smooth. It runs at 60 frames. This is the slow laggy version. Yeah, we got another build. It's called the performance demo. We can have a go at that maybe later.
Okay.
That's like, for me, this is running on a laptop right now, guys. By the way, right?
Gotcha.
But like on my home PC, I saw the frame count 404 frames a second.
Okay.
Right?
PC Master Race approved. Continue. No, I like that.
Yeah.
So, Lord Chris, man, tell us what's going on. How you feeling about it?
I like the fact that I can take everybody in the shift key and preset commands. So I can go.
Presets.
I can do all this.
Nice.
And they'll do that while I go back in.
He's just giving 1,000 orders.
Just giving 1,000 orders at one time.
The whole map is covered with orders.
Now, just really quickly, from a narrative perspective, you know, what's going on with Sanctuary?
This is the best part.
All right, let's go.
See, this whole thing is built on the whole game is set on the surface of a Dyson sphere. You know what that is? It's a hollow structure. It's like a hollow earth, and you know what's inside? It's the sun. It's built around the sun, like our sun.
Oh, wow.
They disassembled Jupiter to make it.
So it's literally built on Shattered Sun.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, right, like, there are 3 factions that are fighting over control of it. It's like we got the humans, they're the Earth Defense Alliance. They're not happy about the Earth being frozen because it's blocked all the sunlight, right? And then we got the Chosen. They're like ascended post-humans. They've uploaded themselves into the Matrix,
I like the name. I like the Chosen. Okay.
Yeah, because they're the chosen ones.
Yeah. No doubt.
And you know what? They're blowing this hole up. They're putting holes in it. And the replicator machines that build Sanctuary, that's the name of the Dyson Sphere.
Right.
See the title? That's how it works.
Okay.
They're unhappy and they're getting into the fight to stop those 2 clowns from blowing it all up.
I got it. We got a faction situation with all 3 with their different motivations.
Yeah.
Love that. No doubt, man. This is really cool.
Like, it's not good and bad guys. It's like what is even real?
Right.
Because the Chosen, the reason they want to control, they want to live in the virtual world because that's where they exist, right? Okay. And that means it's like supercomputers, and like the best way for them is like they don't need no trees.
Yeah.
They need cold, cooling supercomputers, and the humans would die if that happens.
Yes, they need that for sustenance, the humans.
Yeah, so that's kind of a bit of a sticking point now.
All right.
And that's what's going on.
Nice. No, I like it. I love the motivations here. I guess what I was going to say also, from that narrative standpoint, is the structure of the game. Is it going to have narrative beats throughout the game, as you compete, in almost like a campaign format? Or
yeah, we'll have all of those things and more. Dude, like, this game, like right now we're working on the multiplayer version first because we want to get the core gameplay ready, right? You got to get all the mechanics, all the units got to be shooting and moving. It's all like, this is a highly technical product, right? Like trying to get this thing run on a rubbish PC at 60 frames a second or 260 as we're trying to do it.
Nice.
Like, you know, it's hard, right? That's what we're working on. But then once we've done that, the campaign, we're going to have not just a campaign, but you're going to play it alone, or you can play it with friends and co-op, up to 4 players.
So up to 4 players co-op campaign. Nice.
And then you'll have a multiplayer we can do like against other dudes. You'll have the survival scenario like this guy. Chris is playing against hordes of enemies. This is the easiest difficulty. Guess how many difficulty levels we have?
How many difficulties are we going for?
We currently have 8 difficulty levels.
You got 8
hard is the 3rd one.
Oh, hard is okay for you. You want a challenge. You think hard is going to be good for you. We got more
difficulty for you. I respect that. I respect
you
that.
gotta guess the name of the last one. Seventh is impossible.
Impossible. So what about insanity? How we scale it?
Suicide
After
mission.
that, it's God Gamer.
God game. Oh, okay. All right, MJ
I
allowed
tried that. I couldn't last the first wave. There's 20,
No doubt. No, I respect it, man. So it's so much.
and I beat it on hard. You know, I'm not.
And that was a flex, but to know that there's more difficulty past that is
Yeah.
pretty amazing. No doubt. What other features would you say that sets Sanctuary apart? Besides, you named a lot, but any other things that maybe are nuance that maybe people don't realize about the game?
There is a lot. There are two key features. What's happening is Chris is playing the survival demo, but we got a whole other thing which shows them off.
Right, so we could do that, maybe switch over.
And we'll do that. We can switch it over.
Let's
Should we
switch
do
over.
that now?
Let's do that now.
Let's switch over to see how the things are.
So,
All right, so what are we doing now? What's going on?
So this is a special scenario. This is actually, spoiler alert, this is going to be one of those missions we were talking about earlier. You know, is there going to be story beats? Yes, there are. So this is right now set up for demonstration purposes.
Gotcha.
But here's the thing. This is a hollow Earth, right? And you know what you want to do when you have the big explosions like this one? It blows up the base.
okay,
But you know what? It's hollow. It's easy to break. So the whole map is collapsing in.
Oh, that's fire.
You know what?
That's fire.
You know what's down there? It's the sun. So your enemy's falling into the sun, bro. And the best part,
You fall into the sun.
you can do it all over again. And it's not just a gameplay gimmick, right? This is like it's important for the strategy because now you're playing on a totally different map essentially. It's all blocked, right?
Wow.
Like those units, they can't cross the valley anymore. Right? They'll just unshatter it.
Yep.
That's handy dev tools right
Dev
there.
tools, salute.
Right? Later it'll be like your $1 million weapon. Now you'll need to build that and wait for it to load.
Lord,
and then
don't do
it'll
that.
right?
Nice, nice.
And you know what else is cool? So everything's artificial. It's a space station. And that means the weather's artificial too. So if this thing, you see what's going on here? It's rupturing a coolant pipe. And you know what? The map just froze because we just spilled coolant all over the map. And now these guys, they're crossing over the water because the water's now ice.
Frozen.
Yeah, there's ships and they're stuck in the ice.
Right.
And if you were to unfreeze it, they'd all sink into the sea, bro.
So you got these dynamic mechanics in terms of how you're utilizing this shattered sun and everything about it, and you can use this to your advantage on the battlefield.
Exactly, right? This isn't just some kind of thing. It's a whole other level of like macro strategy, right? You notice we didn't go for the small thing like, oh, you know, you terraform a little bit here, you do a little bit there. It's like, bam, the whole map. And that's what, because it doesn't interfere with the core gameplay, right? Like,
Nice.
It means it's all about the mind games. You're building loads of ships, it's a strategy to go that many ships. And then you're like, oh no, but now I need to care about this rupturing thing and I'm going to protect it.
Right.
But if you decide to build tanks, then you're like, actually, I need to destroy it. So it depends on what you're doing, what you want to do with the map, right? It's an
extra
active
layer.
participant in the game, and your opponent's going to be like, well, I better defend it then. And then you're like swapping roles depending on who does what. Right? And the same
That's
thing
the
with
strategy layer here, yeah.
right? Like,
Absolutely.
we've never seen this done before anywhere.
I've never seen it. I've never heard of that.
So that's a special sauce, man.
Salute. Lord Chris, any questions you got for Shattered Sun right now with all the stuff I'm seeing?
There's a lot of stuff going on all at once for a new player because RTS is a lot of people. To some people, it's kind of hard to get into the genre. So like a kind of a tutorial for the new players to kind of help them jump into the game.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, we need that.
Yeah.
That's going to be here later. The trouble is, pre-alpha, that's what you get. We're a small indie team. We're about 10 people.
Respect.
We don't have any money.
Respect that. I respect that transparency.
You know, like the way this happened is we called up Chris Taylor.
Yeah.
And like 3 years ago, we did an interview with him, and he said, if I was to make Subcom 3 today, this is how we'd do it. And then we were like, holy cow. And my partner, he's like, dude, call me. And then I say, yo, what are you doing? And he's like, dude, we could make an RTS. I'm like, I'm quitting my job. Let's do this.
Oh, respect.
I actually did it. I'm an architect. I don't do gaming at all. Like I'm a certified passive house designer. Like it's like badass architecture stuff, making eco-friendly houses. I just like priorities, right? Gaming is more important.
Yeah. Listen, first of all, I gotta respect that. Like, for you chasing your passion in that way, and that's the thing about the development community I absolutely love, and to see you guys come together for this passion at RTS and getting that inspiration to now take the step forward is commendable.
Yeah, dude, like the guys having done this on a shoestring budget, like we don't have any money, right?
Yeah.
In 3 years, right? Like, you know, you need like 50 people to make a game like this, and we did it with 10. So.
Wow, salute, man. Love what I'm hearing. Loving this.
We're about a year away.
About a year development.
Maybe 2 years. I don't know. We're doing don't rush it. You know, we want to make it good, right? When it's done, it's done. So we're working on the demo. We're hoping to make a playable version of this for everybody later.
Awesome.
Right now, we're just sort of, you know, this is PAX exclusive, right? We're sort of rolling it out for some, you know, internal private testing, like giving it all to.
No, love to hear it, man. And again, that don't think small team, but for people who want to support the title, to want to get more information, what can they do to get this information to try to get to
We got a QR code right here.
All right, we got that call, we got all that, we got okay.
Yeah, but like basically what we're doing is we're going to run a Kickstarter in a few months from now, right? That's going to make us slightly less poor.
Yeah. I respect that.
And that means we can make this game bigger and better than ever. Right? That's what's going to get us through the door. So what will really help us is spreading the word, honestly. Like, if this is the kind of thing you want to see in the gaming world, because after this, you know what we'll have a kick-ass RTS engine. We went to GDC, if you know what that is.
Absolutely.
That's the game developers
That conference that's going on around the same time as PAX. Yeah.
We flew overnight to PAX here. Yeah, we was booked full, and you know what? In that time, we managed to snag a meeting with the heads of product of Eat Dots and the heads of product of HDRP. That's their super awesome Unity things, and they saw this and they were like, "Holy cow!"
So they were impressed with it.
Hopefully, we got some meetings going on there.
Bro, we gotta support them, man. Like, at the end of the day, you know, regardless from a game development standpoint, to see the pure passion, to see them pour their hearts out into this genre and creating kind of new mechanics, new dynamic strategy layers, you know, with the weather, with the sun. I think that's pretty cool. So we gotta support you. Love the fact that you guys are outside. And again, tell these guys again one last time what they can do to support the actual product and release.
Yeah, check us out on Steam, Sanctuary Shadowed Sun on Steam, and you can wishlist us there right now. We got 80,000 wish lists. Okay. We don't know how to do marketing, but these guys, they show up for some reason. Maybe we make it a good game. Who knows? Like, it's that and the Kickstarter. Join our Discord as well. That's pretty cool too.
No doubt. You heard it here first from the realm of the Lord. Lord Chris, do we approve?
Oh yeah, the big thing that drew me in was the dynamic explosion. Being able to blow up to that ground, adding that extra layer strategy is something that games like Command & Conquer, which is my personal favorite, StarCraft, and all the other ones doesn't have. I think that's just going to put this one over the top.
No doubt. You heard it here first. Sanctuary, Shattered Sun, IronLord approved. A lot of passion from his development team, and we're going to look and see what happens with them next, man. Absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for your time.
Pleasure to speak with you, guys.
No doubt. In the realm. Thank you, sir. Peace.